This is the area where the jack stand went up inside of the RV. So I'm putting a Band-Aid on it. Silver butyl tape. If you have an RV, get this stuff. It's invaluable. So I'm putting a Band-Aid on her. Oh my gosh. There we go. That isn't pretty, is it? Just went right through the aluminum. At least it's underneath. Okay, the Band-Aid is on. We're good to go for a while. She's not a traveling RV, so that'll be okay for a temporary fix until I get an aluminum plate back over that. But that will keep wasps and stuff out of the RV because, man, those things are looking for homes right now. They're everywhere. Well, that's not good. Last night's storm tore off a vent cover. Yeah, the floor's wet. But thank goodness I didn't have my new floor down yet. Oh, man. Last thing I want to do is install a new vent today. I gotta work. Shoot. Okay, here is the roof vent that the last night's storm destroyed. Oh boy. Lucky, lucky me. It is 7 p.m. and 93 degrees. Welcome to Southeast Texas. They're not the kind of rivets that have a hole in the center, so I can't drill through it. Now I have to find out how to get these rivets out. It is 8 p.m. It's still fairly warm out here, but couldn't get up here earlier because of the heat. So I bought this little thing. It's an automatic center punch so that I can make little divots in the little rivets here. Divots in the rivets, and then I can drill them out. Okay, I set the punch on heavy, and we will line it up. I can barely even see. My hands are dirty, sorry. Been working. There's just a little tiny. Let me set it on heavier and see if I can get it bigger. Okay, let's try it again. Doesn't quite punch it out like I thought it would. I thought it would punch it out a little deeper. Oh well, it is what it is. I've been saying that a lot lately. Should have brought gloves. Didn't even think about it. Okay, I'm just going to do 3 for now and see how it goes. Okay, it worked. I got one drilled out, and the reason for the punch is to put a little impression into that thing so that my drill bit won't walk. Doing this in Texas this time of year is murder. If it wasn't for the storm, I wouldn't be doing this yet. So what I'm doing is taking my really long, old flathead screwdriver, using the hammer, and just tapping it under each section where the rivets were to loosen up the old vent cover. Okay, this has been a lot of tapping, to get this thing to loosen up from the old rubber butyl. I think we're ready. See if I can get some kind of distance on this. There we go. There we go, guys. And it's off. Okay, now I need to clean up this old rubber butyl. It doesn't look nearly as good as the motorhome did when I did it. Of course, the motorhome isn't 1974 either. So we'll clean off this rubber butyl, clean this thing up. So yeah, I have to get all this old rubber butyl off, which isn't really difficult, but I do have to get all this old caulking off. So yeah, I think I'm going to have to cover it with plastic after I get this all cleaned up. And continue with this tomorrow. It also has a not so lovely layer of silicone caulk. Oh my gosh. That stuff is not fun to try to get off. So I'll just keep working at it. Today is June 11th, 2019. It is 6:49, temperature of 84 degrees and breezy. Bit humid though, but I've got to get this project finished. I'm tired. This has been going on for a while now, so it's time to get it done. And it's been so hot. 84 is like a cool front compared to what it's been. So let's get busy. I got some Goo Gone, and I'm going to try to get the silicone caulk off of this thing so that I can get the new roof vent installed. I got it off. It took me an hour, and that was no small feat. That took a lot of work. I used a scraper over here. I used a scraper and Goo Gone, simple green. Then I rinsed it all off. I wiped it off as I went along, of course, with paper towels. And then I poured water on this rag and pretty much just wiped down the area to get the residual of the cleaners off. So I'm just about to the point where I can start laying the new one. And it's starting to sprinkle. No, it cannot rain. Do not rain on my parade. I wanted to work on the roof today, but it rained off and on all day. So it didn't rain this evening, so I thought I'd better get it back up here. And tape this plastic back down. So I'll put this board back over it, and I'll put the bricks back on top of the board, because we are expecting thunderstorms tomorrow. Okay, I got the roof all cleaned up, and I need to take this shroud off in order to finish this project. So I'll continue to do that, and I'll be back. Today is Sunday, June 30th, 2019, and I have yet to finish that roof vent fan installation. I really kind of wanted to take the day off, watch a movie, or just chill out in my RV with the AC. But this kind of weather is a rarity. It's 78 degrees. Of course, it's the humidity is really high, but still, it's 78 degrees, overcast, and 20% chance of rain. So I've got my telescoping ladder out, going up to the roof. I use a secondary ladder so that I can put the towel under the ladder so it doesn't dent or mar up the siding. And I have my bag of supplies right here. So let's go up there and get to work. Broken rivets, nail set, And I'm gonna get busy trying to break these out with minimal damages. I'm not handling being up on the roof very well today. I'm just too hot. So I came inside and I'm working from the living room area up into the roof vent. And I'm just cutting little slices in the aluminum to make the hole bigger for the fan to fit through. And I'm just using my Dremel. Just using my Dremel to do that with. Sorry, I'm a little shaky. I'm back up on the roof again. Got this side panel all knocked down now. And still have some rivets to get out, but I don't know, I started feeling funny, so I got off the roof. I got shaky. And so I did that, took a little break, and went and got the vent. So I'm going to lay it in there and see if it fits now. Okay, I worked on this area some more, so let's see if it will seat in there now. And success. It now fits in the hole, thank goodness. You do learn as you go along. I've been working on these rivets, and this lifted up, and this little plate right here just pulls out. Like so. Look at that. And it's just a little metal plate, and there are the rivets stuck in the metal plate. Interesting. I'm going to get me some self-tapping screws. This project does not need to be this difficult. It is 7:24 p.m. and 84 degrees, 70% humidity, but breezy, so I can handle it. I got my silver butyl tape to cover over the holes and to kind of tape that back down with, just to kind of hold that channel in place. And then I have my rubber butyl tape here and some cleaner to clean the area with. Okay, I had to get these screws. This is not what I wanted, but I needed 1-inch screws. They did not have the type I wanted in 1-inch. I wanted the self-drilling, of course, but I didn't have the kind you use with a screwdriver. So I got, and I only need 20 screws, right? Well, they didn't even have the individual packets of this. So I ended up having to buy the big package of it. I guess I'll eventually use them. And then for this area where the electrical is, I bought some shorter ones. They might be too short. And, of course, I bought a driver for the drill so I could drive those little suckers down. And now I'm losing my battery on my phone, of course. I'm going to clean this up and get to work. I have the silver butyl tape down now, and then I will put the rubber butyl tape on top of that. And not to worry, this I kind of think about as Eternabond. However, don't think about it as Eternabond in a permanent fix, because it is only a temporary tape. For this, it will be permanent, but typically it's just a temporary fix. And I like to seal things off with it that have openings, and that will allow the water to go down through here rather than inside. However, not going to matter because it's going to have rubber butyl. It's going to be sealed down with screws, and then the lap sealant on top of that. I do have 3 rows each. I think that should be sufficient, so I will lay the vent on top and see how it fits. Okay guys, we did it. It's up. I did not have Dicor lap sealant, so I used a different type of lap sealant. We'll see how that holds up, but it's made for metal roofing and plastics and such, so I think it'll be fine. Whew, what a job. I did not let it defeat me, but I wanted to. So thank goodness, thank goodness, thank goodness, this part is now finished. Yippee! No more fans sitting on top of the stove. It is where it belongs. So I'm going to call it a day. I'll come back and finish this off later. I am beat. It's been a lot of work, but I got it up there. And so now it is time to put, it's time for the train. Come on, train, pass. Okay, so now it is time to put the ladder away. Ladders, I got 2 ladders out. And lock up and call it a day. And then within the next day or so, the Twinkie will be moved again to a better site, a site right beside me. That will be awesome. Then I can continue and get some real work done. Thank you for watching. Thank you for your kind words of support and wisdom. And live the life you love. Catch y'all later. Bye.